Hello, this is a slightly different video today because I thought I'd look at some of the books that had an effect on me a few years ago when I was teaching. One of the lovely things about being a teacher was that the school signed up to this scheme where they had visiting authors come in to talk to the pupils. And it was wonderful to meet some of these people and listen to them talk about their books. So I thought I'd sort of do maybe a couple of videos about some of the people that I met and some of the books that I read with the pupils. The first one was Brock by Anthony McGowan, who was just won the Costa for his book Lark, which is number 4, I think, in this series. This was the first one. Brock is published by Barrington Stokes, and it's a book for reluctant readers, and it's dyslexia friendly. Now, when I was teaching, I was some of my groups were lower level groups. This is in a secondary school, and of course, lower level kids just didn't like reading. Their books were whatever. So I needed a book that I thought would engage them and that they would listen to and that they would be able to read themselves. And this was perfect. Talking to Anthony McGowan when he was talking to the kids, he was enthusiastic about getting children to read. And his books, this series, there's about 120 pages. So it's not a long read. So it's a book a child can pick up and finish fairly quickly. It's the story of Nicky, who's a teenager, and his brother Kenny, who was starved of oxygen when he was born and has got learning difficulties. And they don't have a very easy life because Dad is on bail for receiving stolen goods and Mum left. So they have a hard life and there's not a lot of money in their lives and it's not easy for them. Where they live, there's bullies, as there always is. The main bullies are in the town are Jezbo and Richie and Rob. And the story revolves around these people. Kenny is persuaded by these boys to go with them one night to play with the badgers. And he drags Nicky along. And of course, when Nicky gets there, he realises exactly what's going on and how Kenny's been duped, because the boys aren't playing with the badgers. They've got their couple of Rottweilers there, or both pit bull crosses. They are going to kill the badgers. The book it doesn't hide away from violence. It doesn't hide away from intimidation. He pulls no punches when he describes the killing of the badgers. He pulls no punches when he's describing the violence that these kids are subjected to. But it's a book with hope, and the ending is lovely. And it's about saving something, as it says on the back. It's about saving something precious. And they do save something. They do find something. I'm not telling you what, but maybe the title Brock does give you a clue. And it's the story of a family getting back together again. So it is a nice story. When I was reading this with the kids at school, and initially they were a bit, whatever, why have we got to read this? But it does contain some swear words, and I don't know what it is, but if a pupil hears a teacher swearing, it's, wow, Miss, did you just say that? Miss, you did. Miss said that. And as soon as they came across those swear words in the book, that was it. They were hooked. And the story hooked them as well. And they did actually enjoy it. I think it's one of the first times that I got through a book with this group of reluctant readers that they really did enjoy. And they got a lot out of. So that is the story of Brock, and that was the story of my meeting with Anthony McGowan. And it was a brilliant initiative that the school that I was teaching in set up. There are a couple of other books, a couple of other authors that I met, and I'll talk about those in later videos. But yeah, Brock. And when I was hunting this from my bookshelf, because I did keep a copy because I got it signed, as you do. When I went picking it up from the bookshelf, I did skim through it again, and I think, well, do you know, it is such an interesting read. Maybe now I need to pick up numbers 2 and 3 in the trilogy, and then pick up the latest one, Lark, which I said won the Costas last year in 2020. So I will leave you now because I've got to go and get ready to go to work, and I will catch you next time. So happy reading. Take care. Bye.